Coventry United TV interviews are proudly sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Visit current.it for more information.
Well, what a day it's been for Coventry United Ladies. A 4-0 victory over Portsmouth women here at Communications Park in Daventry. Jay Bradford here, as usual, on the final whistle. Jay, was that United back to their best with a performance like that today?
Yeah, I think so, especially after last week. It was exactly what we asked for.
Well, the 3 points today means the Red and Green Girls are back on top of the Women's National League Southern Premier Division table. Surely there's no way the girls are going to fall off that now.
I mean, I'd like to think not. You know, we've still got games in hand, but it's where we want to be, and it's where we deserve to be. You know, we've grafted all year for that, so today was another step forward, but nothing's won. You know, we're going to take nothing for granted. We've still obviously got to play Chichester, Cardiff are creeping up there as well. Oxford are doing really well. Again, we've still got to play those. So yeah, you know, it's great today, but come Tuesday we'll be back at it and working.
Well, United do have games in hand and have done for a while now, but it must be frustrating for the girls to see Chichester at the top of the table despite them putting performances like that in, week out. Yeah,
you know, looking at the league, I think it's a difficult one because if we win our games in hand, then yes, we're top, but we've still got to go and win those games. So we haven't focused on looking at the league table. We've just tried to go about our business quietly and put points on the board as we have done today. You know, it's one of them. We're there now, so we've got to hold on to it.
Well, of course, last week's performance wasn't perfect. We know that the 2-1 defeats to Crawley Wasps. What were the main differences between the performance of last week and the one for this week?
Most importantly, I think work rate. I think we were prepared to do the hard work in front of us, which then meant we didn't have to run as far. And you know, the players are coming off saying they were less tied down a really heavy pitch, so that again tells you you've done the right things in the right areas. And then, you know, we showed quality. We scored 4 really good goals today, and I think that was the difference.
Well, not exactly easy conditions for the girls today. Torrential rain, consistent wind as well, pretty strong winds too. But how do you think the girls coped in those sort of conditions? I mean, it can't have been easy for them out there.
Yeah, no, the weather was terrible, and the pitch obviously was only getting worse as the game was going on. But what we actually did is we were just sensible. We played at the right times. We played in the right areas. You know, when we were up against the wind, we looked to play with the ball on the floor, and that's important. You've got to do those things. Yeah, I just felt we managed the whole day perfectly.
As you said, the pitch was very soft, very heavy, and also the wind means that you can't really play it in the air as well. So with both the grounded and the aerial games really nullified by the conditions, I mean, what's the approach then?
You just got to play. You've just got to try and play in the right areas. You know, obviously, credit to Daventry for getting the game on, because there was obviously games called off today. So you know, the pitch was more than playable, and it was just about playing in the right areas. So there's obviously a little bit in the middle. It's a little bit ropey. So we tried to avoid that area and just play down into wide areas and exploit the better parts of the pitch. And we were just sensible with it, and we shifted the ball, and we had quality when we needed it.
The 3rd-minute goal from Amy Wavan, the perfect start really. Did that really kick-start United's charge?
Yeah, of course. You know, you always want to get off to a good start. We always talk about how we start games and our tempo and our level. And any manager or any member of staff will say that, you know, scoring first so early on is always a massive bonus. Well,
it's really a toss-up for man of the match between Shannon O'Brien and Amber Hughes. I mean, I still haven't picked, so I've got to do that on the way home. But the link-up play between those two players was absolutely outstanding. Can we have a word on the partnership between Amber and Shannon?
Yeah, you know, they are special players, and they turn up for us week in, week out, and today especially they were superb. But, you know, I don't think there was anybody that wasn't good, and that's the thing today. You know, we all turned up. I thought Shanice was superb. The whole back line worked. Beth, that's the best game I have since we signed her. Lois dropping into pockets and linking play, you know, all of those things that didn't click for us last week, they clicked today, and that's the performance level that you get.
Well, new signings are rare during the mid-season, but we might have one coming up soon, a new goalkeeper. Can you give us a lowdown on that?
Yeah, it was, you know, we're always looking to strengthen and improve and build what we're doing, and we felt, obviously when we announced it, we felt that it was a good signing and one that we didn't want to turn down. So yeah, that'll be announced this week.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. And then it's on the road again on Sunday to C&K Basildon. A long old trip, 4 hours there, 4 hours back. How is the long trip going to affect the girls in terms of performance, in terms of their attitudes and their setup for the game?
It shouldn't at all affect us. You know, we've been doing it for a long time, and we know that journey. We've been to that ground a number of times. So for me, your prep sort of starts Saturday. You know, good food, good night's sleep, being on time for the coach so you're not rushing around, all of those things we do really well, and that's what I think sets us apart. So the journey time and distance doesn't bother me.
Fingers crossed for a performance as good as it was today. Thanks for your time, Jay. We'll see you next week.